Hey, excuse me. Hey everybody, how's everybody doing? Yeah, I've been gone for a while. Thank you guys all for being patient as I'm getting back into a new life, a new beginning. But today, I got we got a storm that's out in the Gulf of Mexico. That's Tropical Storm Nestor. Um, I'm gonna have answers for you. This tropical storm should not reach hurricane strength. Um, so, but I'm gonna show you kind of where the track is gonna be. Excuse me, and how everything's gonna set up. You know, who's gonna be in the path? Good chunk of northern Florida. You got Georgia. You got South Carolina, possibly North Carolina. We'll show all that up. Florida. Okay. Excuse me. Let's go to. Let's go to Wendy. So this is this is a model. It's the European model. This is showing the storm at 7 p.m. Um, just south of Pensacola, off into the Gulf of Mexico. It's going to be moving at a north-northeast. According to this, it should probably make, or it should, according to this model, it should make direct hit on Apalachicola and then move into the northern panhandle of Florida, into Tallahassee, Madison, and then come up into Georgia, the some part of the southern Georgia, and then coming back out on into the Atlantic, possibly moving into South Carolina. You're going to be getting a lot of rain, wind. That is the European model. This is the GFS model. I'm going to show you this real quick. It's global forecasting. Just kind of sits and then it kind of makes a direct hit just south of Panama City. Comes up into Georgia. Stays north of Atlanta or south of Atlanta. And then kind of rides into South Carolina, North Carolina, and then goes back out through Virginia Beach, goes back out into the Atlantic Ocean. So who's on the impact? Question. Okay. Here is the warning cone. They got excuse me. Got it going in right where the model shows it, coming up through Georgia, staying really, really far south of Atlanta, not even affecting any of big cities in Georgia, going into the South Carolina, and then exiting on the northeast side of North Carolina, and going back out into the Atlantic at around 1 p.m. It's predicted to be well offshore into the Atlantic. There's a danger of life-threatening storm surge intuition of up to 5 feet above ground level beginning this evening along the Florida, along Florida Gulf Coast from Indian Pass to Clearwater Beach, where a storm surge warning is in effect. Residents in these areas should follow advice given by local officials. Excuse me. Tropical storm force winds are likely later today and tonight along portions of the Florida Gulf Coast, where tropical storm warnings are in effect. Regardless of the exact track and intensity of the system, these winds will cover a large area, especially east of the center. Isolated flash flooding is possible along the let me get a drink. Restart. 3. Isolated flash flooding is possible along the central and eastern Gulf Coast and southeast United States coast from late tonight through Sunday. Wind and coastal flooding hazards along the U.S. East Coast will be covered by non-tropical watches and warnings issued by the local National Weather Service offices, since the system is expected to lose its tropical characteristics after its move inland along the Gulf Coast. Rainfall amounts anywhere from over near Pensacola, you're getting anywhere from 1 to 4 inches, and then moving east of there could get up to 6 inches, but main area where it goes over should be seeing that 2 to 4 inches of rain in most areas. As we have the tropical storm, Nestor is currently maximum wind gust of 50 knots, 60 gusts. Maximum wind is 50 knots, gusts at 60. Our environment pressure is 1,008 millibars. So we'll show the global hurricane models. They're all pretty much on track for the system. And all of the models are showing that it's tropical storm force wind speeds. So this storm will not become a hurricane. Won't even probably get close. So if you're in this area, the arrival times tonight, you should be feeling the wind in Florida. Tomorrow morning, you should be feeling it in Georgia. Tomorrow, all the way till about noon tomorrow, and then 2 p.m. Saturday, throughout the day, the rest of the day and night of Saturday, it should be going through South Carolina. Saturday, late night, early morning, Sunday should be just right on the coast of North Carolina, coming off of the coast, going into the Atlantic on Sunday at 8 a.m. Now, we can look at a few things. National Hurricane Center. We'll look at Nestor structure has evolved quite a bit today since the release of the previous advisory. The center has become defined based on data from aircraft, satellite, and surface observation, and that basis the system was classified as tropical cyclone around 18 UTC. Since that time, the center has become more separated from the area of the deep convection to the east, consistent with 30 to 40 knots of deep layer westerly shear, analyzed by the ship's model and the UW Sim SS. The initial intensity remains 50 knot based on aircraft data and the earlier ASCAT data. So this storm will remain a tropical storm. Any questions? We'll move on to another segment that I wanted to do. Most of the storms are out. There's not much. Look at the Storm Prediction Center. You got chance of general thunderstorms in the Washington and northwest part of Oregon, and then you have it in New Mexico. These are the general. Then you got the marginal risk. That would be coming in with the tropical storm. That's Tampa, St. Petersburg, Florida, Orlando, Cape Coral, Clearwater. That's coming from that tropical storm. The threat exists for tornado or two, along with isolated thunderstorms, gusts near severe level tonight across parts of the Florida Peninsula. We'll go tomorrow. Same in that area with the where that storm's going to be located. We have a marginal risk for Sunday for Dallas, Texas, Fort Worth, Texas, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Tulsa, Oklahoma, and Arlington, Texas. So marginal risk of severe thunderstorms Sunday into Sunday night across parts of the Southern Plains into the Ozark Plateau and across the North Carolina coastal plains. Thank you guys for tuning in. I plan on bringing more things. I'm trying to get a program set up, and then I will hopefully have something new coming. So thank you guys all for tuning in. I appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe if you're in the area of Florida, Georgia, the Carolinas. Thank you.